I always like to compare it to last month. Let's see the difference. That had to have been the smallest update in I don't know how long. 19 titles. In the month of February, 58. Jess is going to kill me. How's it going, everybody? Tommy Star here. Thank you for clicking on this video, and welcome to my February Blu-ray update. This is a busy month. We had a lot going on in March. Went to the convention.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, just busy with a lot of stuff, and I'm sorry as usual that this update is so late. But these are, of course, all my pickups for the month of February.
I'm starting to think that everyone should just expect your pickups to be, the video to be like an entire month after the fact.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's been like lately.
It's going to be that way from now on, guys.
So,
you've been warned.
February was a really good month for pickups, 58. And like I just said, compared to January, only 19. We've gone up a little bit. Gone up to 58. And March is even better. March isn't over with yet. I'm already over 58 titles. So, but we had the trip. We had a lot of things that we picked up.
So much money, though.
Anyway, so I asked Jess if she would be in this entire video because
I don't know why.
You guys seem to like when she's in the video, and I agree. It adds a little clarity to the video.
How does this?
No. Because she's a little bit better to look at than I am.
No.
So
he's funny.
Anyway, so back to the pickups. So the month of February, the month of February, I got a lot of good stuff. I think the majority of this update is a mixture between Disney. I think last month was pretty small for Disney, but this I'm so confused on what month we're at. January was a very small month in general, but a very small month for Disney. And this month, I got a lot of Disney, a lot of A to Z. We got a couple DC Marvel. We got a nice little chunk of horror with some Vestrons and some Scream Factories. I got one lonely old Steelbook in the month of February, but I got a ton for March that you'll see. But one Steelbook. I almost didn't have any Steelbooks for February, but I got one.
I can't.
A little surprise package from Zavi. What?
Wait, what?
I'm talking about that Steelbook. It came from Zavi.
Oh. I can't be mad about March because I think I actually have quite a few pickups, don't I?
Yeah, you do actually in March. You got a lot in this one too, I think. But anyways, also a couple of DC Marvel TV series and one DVD that she was so pissed I picked up when I did. It was scary that day, but...
I'm trying to remember which one this is.
Oh, you'll see.
Is it what I think it is, the...
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was really pissed about that one.
She just did like sign language. It was really weird. Anyways, so I have a show to get to tonight. We got to leave pretty quick here, but I want to get this out of the way. Yeah.
Or
well,
we're trying. Look
nice.
We're trying to look nice. I don't look nice.
I don't.
This is just me attempting to hide my ugliness.
No, you would look gorgeous even if you didn't put on makeup.
You're biased and you don't count, so we're going to drop this whole conversation, please.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, we're running behind, so let's get into it with our first category, and that is... Alright, starting with Disney. Jess loves Disney, and we got a good Disney month. So the first one I'm going to show you here, we're going to run through some live-action Disney. This is the one and only Disney title I have that does not have a slip. I really thought this had a slip, but now I'm starting to think it doesn't. But either way...
I want to find one if it does. So if you guys know of one, please let me know.
Yeah, I don't think it does, though.
This
but
movie's
anyways,
freaking hilarious.
Enchanted. The little... this is that mixture of, like, animated live action, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
For a second I thought you were going to say storylines. I was like, no.
They call this, I think Disney calls this a hybrid. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
When it's a mixture of the two.
And it's a modern day Cinderella, essentially, is what it's supposed to be like.
And that's Amy Adams, right?
Snow White. What am I doing?
That's Amy Adams,
yeah,
right?
and that's supposed to be Snow White.
Amy Adams, Lois Lane from the DC Universe. And then Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, and they sang, and it's freaking hilarious. It's great.
To be honest with you, I've actually seen parts of this.
It's funny.
But we had to get it for the Disney collection, so there's Enchanted. And now we're going to get into the only other live action that I have, and they're all from basically one franchise of movies. We're going to start with most recent to oldest. So I decided it was time for me to start getting my hands on all the Disney released Muppet movies. So the first one here is Muppets Most Wanted. I think this came out in 2014. So this is the most recent one. You get Ricky Gervais in here.
Is it?
Tina Fey. Yeah, this is the most recent one.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So I think I found this at Half Price Books with the slipcover.
Perfect condition.
I've seen a lot more of the older Muppet movies. I haven't really seen a lot of these newer ones.
A lot of people were worried about them, but I think they did a good job. Like,
You seen them?
yeah, oh yeah.
No, I haven't seen them
I
yet.
grew up on Muppets, so as soon as I heard this was coming out, bam, I watched.
So-
I don't think I've seen this one. That's the only one. But
We had to pick up Muppets Most Wanted, the most recent one with an awesome slipcover, and this is the unnecessarily extended edition.
unnecessary.
Next up here is The Muppets.
This is my favorite.
This came out right before that one,
It's got one of my
2012, I
boyfriends
think.
in it. It's got
Jason Segel, Amy Adams again,
Yep.
Chris Cooper. So these, to be honest with you, these look like really fun movies. These newer Muppet films. I definitely want to check these out.
The humor was good in them. I enjoyed it at least, but I'm easy to please, so I don't know.
She is. All right, this next one here is kind of funny. To be honest with you, I think I got all these at Half Price Books. I went to Half Price Books one day in February, and they just had like somebody must have came in and sold all their Muppet movies.
This one makes me happy.
This one's got kind of a funny story. So this is the 2 Muppet Adventure collection. You get Muppet Treasure Island and the Great Muppet Caper. A little double pack here with a slipcover.
Muppet Treasure Island has Tim Curry.
Are you sure? Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Curry's in that one. I remember that. I've seen that one.
We just met him.
I can't remember if I've seen the Great Muppet Caper. Yes, we just met Tim Curry.
And he's really
Just have a
good at this
moment
one.
of silence for this. That was beautiful. Anyway, so what? It's Tim Curry.
It is Tim Curry, but he's not dead.
I didn't say that. He's just
So why would you
amazing.
give him a moment of silence?
Because he's amazing. He deserves silence. She just doesn't get it. Anyways, so funny story about this movie. I picked this up at Half Price Books, and we just happened to be at the far away Half Price Books, the one out by. We went to FYE one day.
It's like 45 minutes.
And
away.
it was we went up to that one, and I get all the way home. I open it up, and guess what's inside here? Snow White. They put Snow White in here. So I get on the phone. I was like, I was just at your store, and blah 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 blah. And they had it. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. You can come back and get it. I'm like, yeah, well, I live like almost an hour away. So she ended up mailing it to my Half Price Books over in my area.
Forever,
Didn't
though.
it? Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
They're like, it'll take a week, and then like it was like a week and a half later. I'm like, did you get that yet? And
It was
he's
at
like,
least 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
So stupid. But anyways, nice little double feature. And what's cool is that it, a lot of times you don't see double features with slipcovers. So that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, then the last Muppet movie for Disney here is, of course, the classic. You got to have this one, and that is the Muppet movie, the original classic. This is the very first one ever.
5-year anniversary.
Is that what it says in here?
edition?
The nearly 35th anniversary edition.
Okay, but still, like.
Well, this came out in 2013, so now we're like at the almost 40th anniversary of this.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, this came out in 78.
This came out before I was born.
Oh, this came out before I was born. I'm old. So,
You're not old.
the original classic, this one just, wow.
I'm very surprised. I didn't know.
Takes me back, man.
I know. That's like my childhood in your head.
And what a
dude.
gorgeous slipcover. Oh my god, it's just so
It is
pretty.
cute. It is pretty.
So, the original. So, really happy with all these Muppet movies. I had to add these to the Disney collection. So, badass.
I see what's coming up, and I'm not happy about them.
All right, so next up is a couple of titles that I already had. I had box set collections of these, but since I've been getting into Disney, you collectors out there know what I'm talking about. I really want to have all the slipcover editions of all these movies. So I had to double dip on these. I was almost actually considering getting rid of my box sets and just selling them, but I kind of like the box sets. They're kind of cool looking just for display.
I like the box sets.
What?
I
You don't like these slipcovers, do you?
No, just don't see the point in rebuying a movie just for the sake of a freaking cardboard slipcover. I'm sorry.
We won't go there.
Don't hate me.
So anyways, I actually picked these next 4 up from fellow YouTuber Chad Arms, WrestleManiac 1130. His link will be down in the description box. Go check him out. I actually purchased these from him. He sold these to me at a really good price.
He was smart to sell them. Just saying.
Anyways, all-time favorite Pixar films, hands down, and that is the Toy Story collection. And Jess hates these, but I really like these big face slipcovers. Like I don't know why. I mean, they're so plain and simple, but I'm a plain and simple guy, so.
You have fun with these. I'm gonna go grab my pop.
Where are you going?
I don't like these ones. You can take care of these.
Toy Story. Kick-ass movie. I don't even need to talk about it. But anyways, these arrived in really good condition. Chad Arms takes care of his stuff. Thank you so much, man. So awesome.
Yep.
Slipcovers look great.
Thanks
so there's part 1.
Thanks, bro.
And then, of course, part 2 with Jesse on the cover. You're on the cover.
I wish I was that cute. That'd be awesome.
There's part 2. Had to pick up that one. Whoa. The hell just happened? You just... How'd you do that? I was like, magic shit. Anyways, and then we got Toy Story 3 with Buzz on the cover. You know, we do have a Toy Story 4 coming, I think, next year. Sounds like it's a really cool story, but we're actually going to get it, so that should be pretty awesome.
Are they rescuing Bo Peep?
Yeah, that's the story. It's supposed to be like they're going to find Bo Peep or something. But anyways, I love these slipcover editions. I had to have these on the shelf with the other Disney. So I still don't know if I'm going to get rid of the box sets. I might not. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But there's all the Toy Stories. And then the 4th one he sold me was the big face slipcover for the original Cars. Again, this is not actually a bad thing because the collection that I have has just the first 2
that's right.
plus the Cars tunes. And it doesn't have number 3. So it's like, I hate when you get a box set and then new ones come out and it's missing. So having slipcovers of these are awesome. But anyways, so this is the 4th one that Chad sold me. Cars. Love it. Awesome condition. Because I got the first Cars movie with the slipcover, I had to get the second one. This one actually came out last year sometime, the brand new big face slipcover, and that is for Cars 2. Love the slipcover, but just wasn't a big fan of this one. I just thought, I mean, it was a cool movie. It was so different from the first Cars. That's what I didn't like about it. But anyways, I had to get the new big face slipcover. Awesome. And then I bought this. I had bought, at the time when it came out, I bought the Digibook that Target put out. And again, I'm actually thinking about selling that. Even though it's limited edition.
I like the Digibooks better.
I don't know.
But this is a pretty slip.
This is cool. So I just had to get this just to match 1 and 2. Too bad they don't have a big face slip of this yet. I'm sure they will at some point.
I think this is prettier.
But Cars 3.
A lot prettier.
Cool slipcover, I agree. I really liked Cars 3. You haven't seen it yet, have you?
Thanks for calling me out on that. No, I have not.
I took my son to see this on Father's Day last year. This was actually really good. It definitely goes back to like the first Cars. That's what I like about it. I don't think I've seen this yet since I bought it, since it came on Blu-ray. But anyways, Cars 3, I got them all with slipcovers now. Badass, except for Cars Tune. But I may or may not have that in my March update. I guess you'll have to see. Wait and see.
Do you really?
Okay, next up are a couple of really tough Disney titles that I've been after for a long, long time. And I was down to like 3 or something like that, 3 or 4. And I can't believe I found these for the deal that I found them for.
I'm really excited.
When it comes to Disney, we all know that there's a lot of rare ones and they can get really expensive, especially with the slipcover. And I'm not going to drop 40, 50, 60 bucks on a Disney title. As much as I'd want it to quit waiting to get it in my collection, I'm not going to do it. Because, I'm not that stupid. So I'm not going to do it. So I wait until, I search eBay every day until something pops up. And I think I found this, you guys. This is definitely a $50 Blu-ray with slip. And I found this for like, I don't know, 13, 14 bucks.
It's a freaking amazing.
Now, this movie just came out, just got released by the Disney Movie Club exclusive. A brand new edition of it with the slipcover. And I was going to get that one, but I really like the original release of this. I like the look better. I know my buddy Kirsten from Blu Obsession likes this edition better. That's the one he went with. But of course, that is Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure. Me and him go back and forth all the time, me and Kirsten. It's so funny because me and him pretty much came down to like the same last few of rare Disney titles. And this is one that he got not too long ago. But Lady and the Tramp 2, I've never seen it. I've seen the original, but I've never seen the sequel. Have you?
It's cute.
You seen the sequel?
Yeah, it's cute.
I know the original is really old, but when did this come out? 2000? I don't think it was. 2012 might be the Blu-ray release, but I don't know when it came out.
I don't remember the original release, but I always thought it was super cute.
But I'm so happy I have no these off like straight to video sequels and stuff. They don't get diamond editions. But I'm so happy I have this for the collection now. This is one of those holy grails for me for Disney, so finally got my hands on it. All right, then the other one that's basically the same story. It's, you know, I see it all the time in half-price books. You can go on eBay and find it for like $8, but to get the slipcover, it's like $50 on eBay. So, you know, I remember having this on DVD. I know my son, he used to watch this when he was younger. I've seen this before. It's a pretty decent Disney title.
We used to own it on DVD too. Before
I don't know if this was a theatrical release. I think it was.
I was going to say, I thought it was.
But anyways, another holy grail Disney with a slip, and that is Home on the Range. It's got a gorgeous slip on here. All Disneys have gorgeous slips. I'm just so happy that I finally got it. I was looking for this forever.
This just made me think of another movie that we need to find.
What?
Rock-a-Doodle-Doo.
That's not Disney, but that just got released to Blu-ray like a month ago.
Really?
For the first time, yeah.
I want it.
Yeah, we got to get that movie.
Okay, you have permission to buy
That's so funny that you say that. Every time I think of this movie, it reminds me of Rock-a-Doodle. I don't know why. But that just came out, I think, on Blu-ray for the first time last month. It's not Disney, but yeah, we'll have to get it. So Home on the Range, I mean, these two, you guys, I can't believe I have these. I have these in the collection.
Sweet deals.
Yeah, I mean,
really
and again,
sweet.
I think I don't think I paid more than $15 a piece for these movies.
No.
And they go look right now on eBay, and you'll see they go for like $50 a piece. So
whenever he finds the really rare ones, he'll be like, "Hey, what do you think?" And I'll be like, "Well, how much is it on eBay?" And then if I see, you know, he's like, "This is super good."
I wait patiently, you know, because I'm not in no rush. You know, there's still a lot more Disney I need, you know, and I'm whatever, you know, we'll get it when we get it. So.
Right.
All right, 2 more Disney left, and next up here we got a brand new Disney movie. Disney Pixar just got released, I think about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. We actually watched this. All of us watched it. Jess wasn't a big fan of this because it's kind of a sad movie, to be honest. And
it's not that I'm not a fan. It was just
it was something particular to Jess what made her really. You know,
just bad timing for me.
Bad timing for this movie. That's all we'll tell you.
But it's super cute.
But anyways, that is the brand new Disney Pixar Coco. This was a fun movie, you guys. I mean, it's really sad at the end, but I think it looks beautiful. Like just the picture quality. I'm pretty sure this hit 4K, and I can't imagine what this would look like on 4K. Yeah, because this was like one of the first Disney titles that come out on 4K. It looked amazing on Blu-ray. I can't imagine what this looks like on 4K. Just all the colors, like when he goes to like the, you know, like the
4K so
the afterlife, you know, whatever. And
dang you,
all
Craig!
The colors.
He made me want 4K.
Yeah, when we were in Pennsylvania, and Craig showed us some 4K. First time I ever seen 4K.
The Revenant in 4K.
Away.
Just do it.
It's like looking out a window.
Just do it.
Oh my God. So 4K is coming, you guys. Coco. Great movie. If you guys haven't seen it yet, get on this. Check it out. It's a really, really well done Disney Pixar film.
Yeah, the kids loved it.
All right, the very last Disney title. This one I was so happy about. Every time I know when they announce a new title coming out, I get so excited because I love these editions, and that is the brand new Signature Collection. This is the 6th one for the Signature Collection, and that, of course, is Lady and the Tramp.
I am so excited.
Look at this digibook, you guys.
Ignoring the
So this, I got the diamond edition of this with a slipcover, but Jess, when it comes to the Signature Collections, Jess doesn't care about double dipping. It's like the only like free get out of jail free card I get. So
well, the thing is, I would rather you just get the digibooks.
Well, you were telling me that we have to have diamond and Signature. Oh, now you're going back and making me look like an idiot?
No, I forgot about that conversation.
So, when Signature Collection releases a movie, they usually release 3. They usually release the slipcover, the digibook, and then Best Buy usually gets the Steelbook. I don't collect any Steelbooks for Disney because that's a whole other can of worms that would just kill me. So I stay away from Steelbooks on Disney. And I don't buy any Digibooks on Disney either, except for like Cars 3. I don't know why I bought that. But I do buy all the Signature Collection Digibooks. I got them all. I don't buy what? Oh, Beauty and the Beast live action.
Because that's my favorite though. That's my spirit.
Just make myself look like a liar. But anyways, the Signature Collection, we don't buy the slipcover editions because we got the Diamond Edition ones, which are basically the same titles. And I love the Digibooks. They're gorgeous. You know, you get like a storybook in here.
And it's really pretty.
And to be honest with you, I've read every one. I haven't read Lady and the Tramp yet, but I've read every single one.
And they have that new book smell, which makes me happy.
Yeah. So it's really nice, you guys. I love the colors. I just love the look of it. And they did a really good job on this Digibook. So. Now. And they just announced number 7 comes out in June. I had once seen online that it was going to be Aladdin, and then somehow they removed that. The Blu Obsession thought it might be Cinderella, and we finally find out it's Peter Pan coming to the Signature Collection. Number 7 comes out June 5th, I believe. So that'll be number 7. I can't wait to get that Digibook. So anyways, there you go. That's all our Disney. Some great picks-ups. Some great pickups in the month of February for Disney. Let's move on to the next category. We're going to do the one and only Steelbook I got. It's funny, like I said, I almost didn't have any Steelbooks in this update, but I had to get this. This is a newer release from Zavi. I think this came out in... I'm trying to remember. I think it was last year. I think it might have been November or December. I can't remember, but it's newer through Zavi. And I don't order a lot through Zavi, but they have some pretty cool Steelbooks. I hate how long they take, because I think they're from the UK. I think Zavi's from the UK. But anyways, gorgeous slipcover. Let me get the protector case off of it here. Did I just say gorgeous slipcover?
Yep, you did.
Gorgeous Steelbook is what I meant. Anyways, that is
I wouldn't say gorgeous.
Steelbook for the classic Dumb and Dumber. Definitely my number 1 favorite Jim Carrey title, and my number 2 favorite comedy of all time. I love this film. I had to own a Steelbook of this. If they would release my favorite comedy on Steelbook, Tommy Boy, I probably would have a heart attack. But anyways, what are you doing? Why are you laying down?
Because I'm relaxing for a minute while you talk about your favorite.
She's gonna fall asleep in a second here. So let's take a look at this. There of course is the front. There's the spine. There's the back, which is like kind of like the original cover of like the, DVD or VHS. And there is some artwork on the inside. There's a disc, nothing fancy, and just them sitting on the bench, which is awesome. So I love this Steelbook, you guys. I had to get this. And Zavi actually just announced a brand new title coming that they're releasing on Steelbook, and that is the Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid. I cannot wait to get that. I think it comes out like on my birthday, to be honest with you, in like a week or so. But anyways, that is Dumb and Dumber. This is it's a matte finish. This one is definitely a matte finish. So there you go. The only Steelbook I got. All right, so now we're going to get into the A to Z titles. First one up here is a couple of sets of movies. And that is the double feature of The Butterfly Effect and The Butterfly Effect 2. Butterfly Effect is my 3rd favorite movie of all time. Love that movie. I only own the Steelbook of that movie. But I wanted to get this just to get part 2 on Blu-ray.
And this is it was not released by itself, was it?
No, it wasn't. Which is a cool little double feature. It was like $8 in the Walmart dump bin. I had to get my hands on this. The Butterfly Effect 2, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not nearly as good as the first one.
It's like a mediocre B-rated movie. See it once and you're good kind of thing.
I don't remember. I don't think they referenced the first movie at all in here, except for like one little thing. There's like the music from the first one is in the second one.
I like the storylines tie together a little bit.
I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure they didn't. But there's also a third one that got released by that series of movies, the 8 films to die for.
Really?
Those different horror sets that they released. They released a third one. I never saw that one, but anyways, so I got it mainly just for the second one, and now I got the first one on Blu-ray or on a separate set other than my Steelbook, because I don't like watching my Steelbooks. I like keeping them as nice as possible. But anyways, cool little double feature I had to pick up to get Butterfly Effect 2. I don't know why you're like shrinking here. Whoa.
That's why.
Oh my God, the camera's like all freaking out.
Picked the wrong thing.
It's so hard to set my camera up. I don't have like a... Oh boy. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I got my phone set up on my Home Alone paint can with my Kevin pop on top, and it keeps like...
Kevin's
it's
like not behaving himself.
The phone's too heavy for it, but Jess has got a title up next here for you that she wants to show you. What do you got?
All right, so I waited forever for them to do this.
Jess always waited. I'm the type of person that just like buys movies right away, and she says, I'm gonna wait till they're done making these movies, and I'm gonna get the set, one collection of them. But I don't know if they are done making the movies. Are they? Are they making them?
I can't remember this. I have never read the books, and I want to read the books. So,
go ahead and show them.
All right, I got the Divergent series on Blu-ray in a box. Like, well, not box set, but like a little set. And I really, really like these. The kids have watched them with me. They really like them. From what I understand, they're very true to the books. I need to read the books. I haven't gone that far yet. But yeah. Are
they fun movies?
Yeah, they're good. Right, it's kind of like...
I actually watched parts of one of them. I don't know which one it was, but I don't know anything about it, but the one that has
it's
Kate Winslet in it.
That's the first one.
Okay.
She plays the bad guy. It's very similar to the Hunger Games, but it's a little bit more modern,
The Hunger Games movies are actually really cool. Like, Jess likes those kind of weird-ass movies, and I usually hate them, but when we watched the Hunger Games, actually we made it all the way, I never watched part 4. There's 4, right?
Yeah.
I never seen the 4th one yet.
You kept falling asleep. I kept putting it in. Like 3 nights in a row, I'd put it in, and 10 minutes later.
But I think my favorite one is number 2. That one was the best by far. So, there you go.
I'm trying to get him to watch Game of Thrones with me, but we'll see.
No, ain't gonna happen.
There's a lot of nudity in there. You'd like it. Lots of...
Like I said, it's gonna happen.
All right, so for the next one, Tommy and I debated this one for quite some time. It was for $38 at Best Buy, and then magically, just like patient pays, we got it for 15. So this is the Alvin and the Chipmunks for all 4 movies in one little box set thingy, and it's all of them together. It's cute.
I thought the first movie was really cool. Jason Lee does an awesome job as Dave, right? Yeah, Dave.
He's in all of them, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
I haven't seen
any but the first one.
I've seen him. The only one I haven't seen is the last one, so I'm like.
So the number 2 is the Squeakquel. Actually, I might have seen parts of it. That's one with the girlfriends, right?
Yeah, the Squeakquel is when the girls are introduced, and then
Shipwrecked,
and
then
they go on vacation.
Road Chip.
I haven't seen that one.
Cool collection for $15. How the hell could we say
my kids loved these films when they were little, so.
All right, now I'm going to show you. You guys know that I've been starting to collect Shout Select from Shout Factory. There's about 40 some titles, and I got about
I want to say something before you show it.
How confusing me. I got about 7 right now, I think. But I had to pick this one up. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. Just such a kick-ass movie. I'm so pissed that this didn't come with a slipcover.
I was a little surprised by that.
That really annoys me because I just would have loved to have this particular movie with a slipcover. But that is what?
So, every time I see this, I think of Family Guy and I think of Peter Griffin. So think about him when you see the title of this film. It's going to be great because you'll hear
his voice. Why, is that like a scene from the movie?
I
mean, from the show?
Yeah, and you're going to hear it in his voice now.
Well, anyways, this is Shout Select number 4, and that is Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse. The collector's edition of Roadhouse. I own just the standard stupid blue that came out, but this has got some kick-ass
it's really good.
Special features on here. And I think it's a new 2K scan. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Like I said, one of my all-time favorite movies. So happy to finally have the Shout Select edition of this. So badass.
Roadhouse. Yeah. Peter Griffin.
Next up is a movie that I originally had in my Disney category.
I was about to say, why the
What
frick?
pisses me off about certain movies get released. And
before Disney bought the rights.
No, because the classic is owned by Disney, and then this is like one in the middle. But anyways, it's Muppets from Space. This isn't a Disney. This is
Does this have the
Jim Henson Pictures Sony, Columbia Pictures. I don't know. It's not a Disney released Muppet movie. I don't know why. It's in the Muppet franchise, but it's not a Disney one. Yeah, well, I mean, they're all Jim Henson, but
yeah. But
I don't understand it. I think there's actually a couple more that aren't.
Do they have
like I think the Christmas Carol Muppets, right? I think that's Disney, and then the It's a Very Merry Merry Muppet Christmas or whatever
is not
Disney.
Yeah.
So it's just weird how they do that shit, but. So I had to stick this. I mean, I asked Jess, I'm like, what am I going to do with it? I'm like, I want to keep it with all my Muppet movies.
The Muppet movies.
I can't do that. It's not Disney. I can't keep it with my Disney if it's not a Disney title. You know what I'm saying?
His method of organization drives me insane.
Oh my God. When you're a collector, you guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just go crazy.
And the non-slips.
I've said this example.
I have to go through 2 alphabets to find a movie.
I've said this example before. Swamp Thing. It's a DC title. I always get that fucked up. I can't remember if it's Marvel or DC. But anyways, but it's it's a Scream Factory, and I was like, do I keep it with Scream Factory or do I keep it with my Marvel DC section? I have no idea. In the end, I put it with Marvel DC.
It drives him crazy, and he second guesses it.
Muppets from Space, non-Disney.
His OCD.
All right, next up is, oh, by the way, we're doing all my non-slipcovers for A to Z.
I need to get rid of that sticker on there.
That's gross. Anyways, funny story about this movie. Okay, anyways, Zach and Miri make a porno. Elizabeth Banks and Seth Rogen. Super, super funny movie.
Hilarious.
I remember, like, when Walmart released this, it was just called Zach and Miri.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't make a porno on there.
We kept making fun of it. Every time we went to Walmart, we'd just see the Zach and Miri. And we'd be like, ha!
The DVD I had was Zach and Miri. I've seen this movie so many times at like half price books, and it just said Zach and Miri. I'm like, no, I wanted to say Zach and Miri make a porno. So I got the right one.
The day that the kids notice it, and they're like, Mom, what's a porno? And I'm really like, Yeah,
we won't go there. It's just it's another name for a movie. They make a movie.
I should be careful with how my foot is on the table right now, because
you're gonna fall backwards.
No, I can handle that. That's no problem.
And the last non-slipcover is one of Jess's movies. What do you got?
So I am a sucker for Heath Ledger. I felt like he does phenomenal in every movie ever, but this is one of my all-time favorites.
Can I drink it?
You may not.
Thanks.
Really? Okay. Anyway. So.
It's a sweet one.
You're throwing me off. I can't think. Okay, so A Knight's Tale. It's just a basic little, Blu-ray, whatever. We paid like what, $5 for it?
Joker's in it?
That's Heath Ledger.
Joker.
Heath Ledger. I mean, he did great as the Joker too, but I liked him in this movie better.
Is that a movie that's set in like ancient times?
He's romantic and he's
so
dreamy. Sexy. He's so dreamy in this one.
Is that a good movie?
It's an amazing movie.
Have you watched it yet?
Check it out. I watched it when I was a kid. I haven't watched it since.
Well, I mean, it's.
But
Heath Ledger. It's got to be good, right?
You would like it because they like. I don't know. They put like a slightly modern twist on it. It's supposed to be like the 14 or 1500s, but they put a good twist on it. Maybe the 1600s.
And now we're gonna get into the slipcovers, and the first one up here is one of Jess's, the newer film.
I haven't watched it yet, and I'm really, really mad that I haven't.
It's quite a long title it's got there.
Yeah, it is a long title. So it's Valerian and the City of 8,000 Planets. And
it's a badass slip.
I haven't watched it yet, but I saw this female actress, Cara Delevingne. I don't even know how to say her last name. Anyway, I was watching. I'm huge on Netflix. Like, I'm always watching Netflix, and I saw her in this Tulip movie on Netflix right now, which is amazing. And she was really cute, just as a little supporting actress. So I'm curious to see how she would do in a larger role. I'll probably be watching this soon. I know a lot of people said that it was really good when Tommy mentioned that he picked it up. And it's PG-13, so I'll probably watch it with my son because he likes that kind of thing.
Okay, next up is a movie I had on DVD for a while. I finally found a copy on Blu-ray with a slipcover over at Half Price Books, and that is Heaven is for Real. This was actually a really interesting movie. I don't know.
Did you watch it?
I did. I seen it when I bought it on DVD. I watched this with my mom and Leonard. It's really interesting. So, like, do you know what it's about? It's like this kid, like, he almost dies. Like, he almost dies in the hospital, and he actually dies, and he goes to heaven. He sees Jesus and his family and everything. And then he comes back, and he starts telling everybody about it. and it's like everybody's just baffled about how, like, he's talking about family members and what they look like of family members that died before he was born. So I mean, it's a pretty cool movie. I thought it was gonna be a little bit better. It gets pretty slow at a lot of parts.
Oh, so
but it's decent. It's okay. It's interesting. All right, next up we got a brand new title. It came out just a couple weeks ago.
Mad that we haven't watched it yet.
And yeah, I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. I love the slipcover. It's one of those like soft felt slipcovers. That is 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. You got Frances McDormand, Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell. If you guys want to, read what it's about, it sounds really cool. And I said this before, it just reminds me of not just because Frances McDormand is in it, but it reminds me of a Coen Brothers movie because it just has that like feel to it. I mean, or at least from what I've read, from the trailer and everything. But it looks cool. I mean, it sounds like a pretty badass movie, and I think it like what?
Peter Dinklage. I pronounced his name wrong.
That dude, isn't that the dude that was in
he's
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. Cool.
What was I gonna say? This is
is he a bad guy?
7 Academy Award nominations. He's the sheriff, I think.
So is he a bad guy?
Not really a bad guy, but just like
he just didn't do his job right.
Basically.
Okay.
It was nominated for 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and it didn't win, I don't think, but it sounds awesome. I can't wait to watch it. So. Next up is a movie I've been wanting to see for a really long time. I had it on DVD. I never watched it. And now I found a Blue with a slip at Half Price Books. But this is one of my all-time favorite actors, Joaquin Phoenix.
It's got Amy Adams in it.
God, Amy Adams. She's like in every single movie.
She's everywhere. I love
Scarlett Johansson. Anyways, that is her. If you guys want to read about that, it's supposedly like he's like some dude that like he like just broke up with this girl, I think, and then like he basically falls in love with like Siri in a way. I don't think it's actually Siri, but it's something like Siri, and he like falls in love with this voice on this phone or something.
Did you know there are actually robots that people can like date now and do things with?
And do things with.
Like do things with.
Seriously.
Like seriously.
God, man.
It's really weird. I mean, if you're into it, I suppose.
That is just fucked up.
Weird.
Anyways, this is a Spike Jonze film, so I mean, it's got to be good. So, her. All right, next up, I don't know why I haven't watched this. I've said it before. I get a new movie, I stick it on the shelf, and I completely forget about it until I do my update. But we got to keep this one out because I got to see it. I love the first one. But Daddy's Home 2 just came out.
I'm excited for this one. I watched Daddy's Home Without You a couple weeks ago.
You watched what?
I watched Daddy's Home Without You a couple weeks ago.
The first one?
Yeah.
Have you, so you've never seen it before?
No, you saw it before me.
Yeah, it was good. This one now has the dads in it, John Lithgow and Mel Gibson. Craig, we all know Craig. My buddy Craig's a big Mark Wahlberg fan. He got the 4Ks of these two. But I got to get on this. I got to watch this movie. Like I said, I forgot that I even fucking had it. But Daddy's Home 2 looks
that's
pretty
a
cool.
warning sign that you're buying too many movies, bro.
Yeah, I totally agree. Next up is a Jim Carrey title. A Jim Carrey animated title.
I can handle him in this one.
I had to pick this up. It came with a slipcover. It was badass. But anyways.
I thought we had
Horton Hears a Who. Did you ever see this?
Yeah, I used to own it. So
yeah, Jim. I mean, I love Jim Carrey's animated shit. Like,
did I have it on DVD then?
Like Christmas Carol.
Is that why you got it?
I think we had this on DVD at one point.
Well, I know I had it before we moved in together, so it's like.
This is cool. I like this movie a lot. All right, next up is a title that I'm like. Target had an exclusive slipcover, a different slipcover on this, and I missed out on it. I'm so pissed off.
I'm sorry.
I know, but.
You're not double dipping.
Well, I can't anyways.
If you find it, you're not double dipping.
This is a good movie.
This is an amazing film, so Wonder. And this has Julia Roberts, which I haven't seen her in much. And she never ages, by the
Not
way.
recently.
And she never ages.
She really doesn't, but I have to admit, she looked a little bit older in this movie now. Because I haven't seen her in anything in a really long time.
And Owen Wilson, and I think Jacob Tremblay's the kid. But,
yeah.
Super good movie. And
what a performance by this kid.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He just carried this movie.
I don't know if he can
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
He just carried this damn movie, man.
I loved it. The kids loved it. It kind of addresses bullying, and it's real. Like, it's actually like a real, true to true to the events.
It is a true story, right?
Right. I think it is a true story.
It's like the modern day version of Mask. Have you guys ever seen that with Cher and Eric Stoltz?
No, it was a book from the.
That's right. Yeah, it's not a real.
But
story.
I'm sure this is.
Mask was a true story.
Yeah.
But that's basically what it is. It's like a modern day updated version of Mask, really, in a sense. Mask, great movie. I wish that come to Blu, but that's kind of what it is.
That one hasn't come to Blu.
I bet you it will at some point. Okay, next up is a movie that I really liked the Ashton Kutcher adaptation of this movie, where he played.
I don't think I saw this.
Where he played Steve Jobs, and that movie was just called Jobs. But this one is called Steve Jobs, another movie that's based on the life of Steve Jobs.
No, this is the one I saw. I didn't see the other one.
Well, the other one has Ashton Kutcher, Josh Gad.
Nope, you know what? I haven't seen either one.
Yeah, oh God, you got to see the Ashton Kutcher one. That's really good. But anyways, I think is it Michael Fassbender who plays Steve Jobs? It's got to be because he's like at the top here. Kate Winslet, Seth Rogen, Jeff Daniels. I mean, I don't know why I haven't watched this yet, but I found this with a slipcover at Half Price Books. I had to pick it up because I really liked the first movie, and I'm gonna check this one out soon. So. Okay, next up is a movie that another one of those movies I bought on DVD and never watched it. Now I have it on Blu-ray, but I got it with the cool slipcover.
I saw it.
J.J. Abrams, Steven Spielberg, Super 8. It just reminds me of like Stranger Things or something in a sense.
Kinda. It's kind of like if Stranger Things met PG-13 or like more PG than the regular shows.
Like
and
E.T.
And then mix in Cloverfield.
And then like I don't know. It's just I'm sure you guys have all seen this movie because it's not that new, but these kids are out like making a movie with this like old school Super 8 camera, and I guess aliens. They come across aliens or something. That's kind of what it's about.
Something like that. I haven't seen it in years.
My son and I keep talking about wanting to watch this together because he really likes these kind of movies.
I put Tom and watch that.
And I mean, being Steven Spielberg, I'm sure this movie's great.
And J.J. Abrams.
So yeah, exactly. So and J.J. Abrams is Cloverfield actually, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, Super 8, awesome slipcover on that. Another movie I picked up here.
This is cute. I haven't seen it yet, but the slip is super.
Yeah, this slip is gorgeous. My son loves this movie. I found it with slipcover over at Half Price Books. Earth to Echo. He really likes this movie. I don't really know much about it. Have you seen it?
No, but you can make Echo come to life.
I don't really know what this is about, but I guess he really likes it, so I had to pick this up for him, and the slipcover is just gorgeous.
And it was really cheap, too.
All right, my last and final slipcover A to Z whatever title is a sequel to one of Jess's movies. So you want to do that one?
I think it's super sweet that you did this for me.
Yeah.
But I've been waiting for them to finish making them so I can get the set.
Oh, the third one actually comes out. I think either next month or the month after.
Yeah, and I never saw the first one, so I don't want to watch this one yet.
Oh, I thought you had.
No, I told you.
Oh, well, we got.
Well, either way,
1 and 2.
We do.
Yeah, I got the first one with slipcover.
Really?
Yeah, amazing.
I didn't know that. Okay,
yeah, I got it.
All right, never mind. Now I'm happy. I'm gonna have to watch them now. So we have Maze Runner. I don't even know what.
Scorched Trials.
Scorched Trials.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Like I said, I haven't seen these. I think they're based off a book again. I'm not 100% on that either. But I mean, it looks good. Again, it's kind of. I think it's along the same lines of like Hunger Games and Divergent. It's supposed to be like those survival type
That's why
movies.
I thought you'd love them. That's why I had to get these.
Yeah.
So the next one comes out, like I said, in a month or two. So we'll have all 3 of them.
All right.
Maybe we'll sit down and have a marathon.
We'll have a little mini thon.
That is Maze Runner, Scorched Trials. All right, we're all done.
Let me know what you guys think of that one.
The camera keeps shifting as we're moving along here.
It's
like we're shrinking, like we're going in quicksand. All right, so just a couple of TV series, Netflix series, whatever you want to call them. And I finally got my hands on Daredevil Season 2. These shows, there's so many of them, and I have to get on this stuff. I'm way behind on everything.
You haven't watched anything.
So I don't buy them right away because there's no point in spending like $40 on a series that I'm not going to watch for a really long time when I could wait and get it really cheap. So this one wasn't that much. I think this one was under $20, but it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I had to pick it up Season 2. I got Season 1 already, so there's that one. And then, of course, also part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Jessica Jones Season 1.
I started watching this without you.
You did?
It's on Netflix.
Of course.
You take too long.
Oh, and she's watched like all of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. already, so.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is.
I know, I do take too long, but Jessica Jones Season 1. So I just got to get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3. I got to get, what's the other one? Agent Carter Season 2. And then Luke Cage Season 1 just came out. And I think Iron Fist is coming soon. There's a lot, all part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So.
Isn't Iron Fist already out?
I mean, it's been out, I think, on Netflix, but it hasn't come to video yet.
Oh, that's probably why I'm seeing it.
Right, now we're going to get into the couple DC Marvel titles that I picked up in February. We got 2 Marvel and 1 DC. So the first DC I'm going to show you is one of the next ones in line for the DC Universe. Animated films, Batman Gotham by Gaslight. Still haven't watched this yet. I'm an idiot. But this is supposed to be based on like more of a realistic type Batman movie where he like actually has to fight Jack the Ripper, is what I heard. But supposedly the graphic novel is awesome with this. But yeah, I mean, now that I have that big deluxe set, I have to start buying all these with slipcovers now. Next one up is in a couple weeks is Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. So there's that. Hopefully I'll start watching all these one day, all the animated films. I'm like really behind on these, so there's that one. All right, next up is I had to get this because these films individually released on Blu-ray didn't have slipcovers. And if you guys remember, recently at Walmart, they released a bunch of Marvel titles with brand new slipcovers of movies that never had slipcovers before. So I got rid of my individual titles and I picked this up. Pretty good because it saves space on the shelf and it comes with a slipcover. So I had to get this, and that is Fantastic Four 1 and 2 with, like I said, with this awesome slipcover. So I'm so happy now that I have this with the slipcover for the collection. So, I mean, not the greatest films. I mean, we all know the story of Fantastic Four. They just haven't been able to make a good movie yet. But hopefully if the MCU actually picks them up, now that Disney owns Fox, hopefully we'll get a good Fantastic Four film at some point in the future. But there's that. I had to grab that from Walmart. And then next up is something I really wanted. When it comes to Marvel Cinematic Universe, I get the slipcover editions, I get the steelbooks, and then I get the collections, like the Phase 1 collection, Phase 2 collection. And I don't typically buy digibooks. Target releases digibooks here and there of Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't think they've done every single one, but they do them periodically. Like Thor Ragnarok just had a digibook at Target. I didn't get that, but I really liked this one when I seen it was coming out, and I missed out when Target had it, and I found it at half-price books in really good condition. So one of my favorite films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I just had to pick this up just for the collection to put on the shelf, and that is the digibook of Spider-Man Homecoming. This is just badass looking. I remember my friend Craig always talked about how he just hated the art on here. Said it reminded him of Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something.
You know,
but this is just so cool looking, you guys. I love it.
At FYE, they have the sweatshirts for that school, and I really want one.
For what school?
For that school.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's yellow with the logo, and I really want
that right down here. So this was badass, you guys. I had to pick this up just for the collection. I just thought it was badass. So that's everything for DC and Marvel. Let's see the DVD I got. I remember she was so pissed off when she seen this.
I'm still really pissed about this one.
Now, Dr. Movie 91 did the same thing I did. We're big It fans. We love the movie It. For the original movie, I got the DVD. I got the standard Blu-ray, and I got the Steelbook Blu-ray. For the new movie, I went with the Target lenticular slipcover. I went with the Steelbook.
Me so mad right now.
I still want to get the standard edition Blu-ray with the slip because it's the original poster art.
No.
And the only reason why I bought this on DVD is because it had different art than any other releases of this movie when it came out.
And that is print a picture off the internet.
Brand new It. So I still have it sealed. I'll never open it just because I don't need to, but just because it had different artwork, it's just so cool looking. I love that artwork, and I had to get it for the It collection. I don't do this for pretty much any other movie except for It. So, cut me some slack.
Says the man who has like 3 or 4 different sets of Marvel DC.
Yeah, but I don't buy DVDs of them. I only do it for It.
Because, no. You're
I'm a collector, okay? I collect this stuff
Obsessive
to put on the shelf.
Compulsive, maybe.
Because they all float. Now we are going to get to Scream Factory. Sadly, I don't have any collector editions in February, but I do have 2 so far from March that you'll see soon.
I remember when you said you were only going to collect the special limited edition.
Well, I told you there's a small list of non-collector's edition Scream Factories that I just have to have. Not a lot.
But you added after the fact that you told me you weren't going to collect them.
No, I always had a list of these. You want to take this outside?
Yeah, I will take you on.
Come on! Anyway, so Scream Factory does not have the first movie. I got a Steelbook of the first movie. They have 2 and 3 as collector's editions. They own they got number 4 as well. That's a non-collector's edition, and then they got the remake, Psycho. This was with Vince Vaughn. I got to see this movie. It's a remake of Psycho, and I've heard that it's actually pretty good. And Vince Vaughn plays Norman Bates. I mean, come on, man.
That's weird.
Yeah, this came out in '98, so Vince Vaughn was really young in this movie, 20 years ago. So he must have been in his, I don't know, early 20s or something.
Yeah.
But I got to check this out. I heard this is really good, but this, of course, is Scream Factory, so I had to get it. I found this at Best Buy, actually. Really cheap. I think it was like $8. So that day we were out at Half Price Books over by FYE, and I found that Muppet double feature, and they forgot to put the discs in. Well, anyways, I scored some good shit that day. And I can't believe you don't really find Scream Factories that often at Half Price Books. And I picked up Halloween. I picked up Halloween 2. Isn't that cool? The Howling 2. I loved the first movie, and therefore I had to get 2 because Scream Factory had number 2 as well. So I'm really happy I got that one. And there's a really nice picture on the back.
She's pretty. I would watch that.
Who is that, by the way?
I have no idea, but she's pretty well.
There's a guy in here named Red Brown. Oh, no, it's a Reb Brown. All right, then the last Scream Factory is something that another thing that Jess hates me for. But being big-time Scream Factory collectors that Craig and I are, they recently, I thought this was an exclusive Walmart thing, but it's not. I actually seen this at Best Buy the other day.
No reason to have done this.
They released this little double feature with the same art of as the collector's editions for these 2 John Carpenter films, and that is The Fog and The Howling. I have both of the collector's editions of these, obviously, but I just thought that was kind of cool, just like a specialty type item just for the collection.
Waste of money.
So I had to get it. Collectors know exactly what I'm talking about. Craig and I both had to pick this up. It was cool.
Waste of money.
It's got the original Scream Factory Collector Edition art, so I'm like, that's awesome. I had to pick that up. So
waste of money.
So those are my Scream
Factories. You could have bought a different movie that you didn't have for the same price as that stupid thing. But it doesn't matter because nothing ever stops you from buying what you want anyway.
On to the last category. All right, horror titles. Okay, first up, non-slipcovers. Victor Crowley. I'm so happy they released another Hatchet film. Big fan of the Hatchet films.
They love them. Open too.
They're so good, and this one was just as good. I mean, the first one's the best, and then I would say 2, 3, and 4 are all kind of tied for me. This was a really fun movie. Had some really cool kills in it. Is just so happy to see Victor Crowley back. Wish this would have came with a slipcover, but actually none of the Hatchet films have slipcovers. But anyway. And there's a post-credit scene that you guys don't forget to check out if you watch this movie. Yeah, I won't tell you, but check it out. Anyways, but yeah, great movie. I had a lot of fun with this. I love the Hatchet titles. So I think it was my last update. I bought that new movie, Friend Request, and I remember it was a joke. We were at not Half Price Books, FYE, and I was telling Jess, we were talking about Friend Request, and I'm like, yeah, I heard a lot of people talk about like that they thought Friend Request was a sequel to this movie. We just happened to be talking about it, and all of a sudden I turned and looked, and there it was, the movie we were talking about for like $3. It was just funny. I'd never seen this. I know they're not actually. This isn't. Friend Request is not a sequel to this, but it was just funny that we were talking about that, and then there it was. But anyways, a movie called Unfriended. I think it's I'm pretty sure it's a, oh God, where's my brain today? Found footage movie. I'm pretty sure it's a found footage movie, but is it like Facebook, about Facebook or something? I have no idea. But anyways, I just picked it up because it was like $2 or $3, something like that. And just because it was so funny that we were talking about it. But anyways, maybe it's not a good movie. I don't know, I'll check it out. So I recently found out that Scream Factory recently like just got their hands on all the classic Roger Corman films again. and they're probably going to be re-releasing them. This is the remake of one of them. This isn't Roger Corman, but this is, like I said, a remake. And I wanted to get this on Blu-ray. I thought this was a pretty cool movie, and that is the remake of Piranha. This movie is just so over the top. Christopher Lloyd's in here. You also get Homeboy from Stand By Me. What's his name? Jerry O'Connell, Elizabeth Shue, Ving Rhames. But Steve McQueen? Steve McQueen's in here?
Ooh, Steve. That same name.
Stephen R. McQueen.
Who is he?
Oh, that's his son, I think. And Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss is in here. Who I just met. Oh, yeah. Anyways, Piranha. I got to get the sequel now. I have it on DVD, but Piranha Double D. These movies are just so over the top crazy. So they remind me of like Sharknado. They're like movies like that with crazy kills, and so I got to get the second one out. But Piranha.
There's a lot of. Isn't there like a lot of like stuff?
Oh yeah, a lot of nudity, a lot of boobies. Check it out. All right, next up, they just recently put out the brand new 10th installment in this franchise. And there was two more that I needed to get they have the whole set on Blu-ray. And I found this, actually both of these I found at FYE that day. And happy to have this. I don't remember if this had a slipcover. I know that the DVD did. I hope there's a slipcover of this because I got to get it if there is. But that is the 9th installment in the Hellraiser franchise, Revelations. This is the first one that they released without Doug Bradley playing Pinhead. Hey! And so I found this at FYE. I had to pick this up because I bought it the same day I got the new one. And it's not that good, but when it comes to horror franchises, I got to get them all. All that pretty much leaves now is Deader, which is the 7th one. And that one, for some reason, is out of print, and it's $150 to get it. I'm not paying $150 on that. So now it's the only one I don't have in the collection. Hopefully one day it'll get re-released or something. But anyways, there's that one. And now slipcovers. And of course, I was just talking about it, the brand new Hellraiser film, Judgment. I've been actually hearing a lot of people saying good things about this. You would think that would be weird, being a 10th installment straight to video. But a lot of people actually have heard talk highly of this movie. It's pretty
I'm really
decent.
disappointed in myself because I did a review of it on Stardust before it came out. And I was
You watched this?
No, I did a review of the trailer.
Oh, you did a review of the trailer.
But I haven't watched it yet. And it looks good. It looks like they get away from that humor that kind of starts going on
after
more and more.
5 or whatever.
Yeah.
So this movie, is what's crazy is that the guy, it's another new actor again for Pinhead. And that guy, I can't think of his name offhand, but the guy that plays him in this brand new Hellraiser film is actually going to be in Texas. Isn't that weird?
Really?
Yeah, the guy that played this
Yeah, I really
Pinhead.
like that watch.
So anyways, we got to watch this. Check it out soon. It was just cool to see a new Hellraiser film come out. So. Oh my god, that was retarded. Mom and Dad, this movie is supposed to be absolutely fantastic, crazy, over the top. Selma Blair, Nick Cage, where these parents go crazy and like try to kill their kids or something. I don't know. But we got to see this movie soon. It just looks great, and everybody talks really highly of this movie, so we'll get on to this soon. All right, and then I picked up the latest in the Dead franchise. My dog is barking. I must see another dog walking by.
Oh, it was more of a
Day of the Dead, Bloodline. I don't know. I bought this thinking it would be pretty good because I really liked the first Day of the Dead, and this is apparently really shitty. Everybody says it's really bad. I thought it was a sequel of some sort, but I guess it's a remake. Who would take like a movie that's like in the middle of a franchise and do a remake of that? That's just weird. But anyways, had a cool cover. I had to pick it up. All right, the last two titles in my horror category are the brand new Vestrons. Well, they're not really so brand new anymore. Why are we so like, they're not so brand new anymore. But they came out, when did they come out? February or something? Oh, obviously I got them in February. This is my February update, and my earring's stuck in your hair. Number 13 and 14 of the Vestron line. I love Vestrons, you guys. I just wish they would get more release because they really take their sweet ass time announcing titles. Gothic. Craig and I laugh our asses every time we talk about this movie because it's a movie that I've never even heard of. To be honest with you, it looks really stupid, but it's Vestron, and I gotta have them all. So Craig and I are like, well, we're gonna buy it, just put it on the shelf and look at it because.
No, I know you. You're gonna go through.
I'll get all the Vestrons. To be honest with you, I've actually heard from people that this is actually pretty decent.
This one's good.
First time to Blu-ray, never even hit DVD as far as I'm concerned. It came from VHS. But I don't know. It's number 13 in the Vestron line, so I had to get it. And then here's number 14, class of 1999. This one I was pretty happy about. This is a cool movie. The sequel to this is really cool too. But yeah, I had to get the two brand new Vestrons. I got them all, so I had to pick them up. So
there's a character named Claire Claremont.
Claire Claremont.
That's
a great name.
Yeah.
Vestron, if you're watching this video, please release the Wraith in your line.
Yeah, what the heck?
Everybody is talking about it. I heard they actually have it. They just need to put it on a disc. Please
do it.
Make a Vestron of the Wraith. It's my all-time favorite movie ever. Please.
It's a good movie.
Please.
Like, it's not my all-time favorite, but it's definitely one that I would buy. So come on.
Please, Vestron, please. So there you have it, everybody. My February pickups, 58 titles, and some pretty good stuff. What do you say? Some cool stuff, huh?
Some cool stuff, some unnecessary stuff, but
some
overall,
unnecessary stuff. But it is what it is. So, so there you go, everybody. Again, I'm sorry I was so late on this update. I really will try to get March out soon. I promise. I'm so excited to show you guys my March pickups.
He has to wait though because it's his birthday at the beginning of April.
Yes,
so.
That's right. My birthday. I'm turning 46.
Shut up. You're not that old.
I'm gonna be 46.
No, he's not.
How old am I gonna be?
36.
Oh, I'm just a young pup.
He is a young
pup. Anyways, again, really, I got some kick-ass March titles that I cannot wait to show you guys. A lot of stuff that I picked up on my trip to Pennsylvania. So,
yay.
Yes, it'll be coming soon. So anyways, everybody, thank you so much for watching my February Blu-ray update. I appreciate it. If you enjoy my updates, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button right down below. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys picked up recently.
Yes, please.
And share the video around. Subscribe if you have not.
Thank
It's
you.
time to go rock out. Let's do it.